Hey everyone, so today I want to talk about Lightfields. Now Lightfields, for those of you who don't know, is a new 5-part drama to ITV, and when I saw this in the TV guide, what got me hooked is that it said it was kind of a carry-on, not quite a sequel, but kind of linked to Marchlands. Now if you saw my review of Marchlands that I did 2 years ago, you will know that it was one of the best TV shows I'd ever seen, and that is still the case. So I was like, fantastic, we get Marchlands Part 2, this is going to be brilliant. It's not really like that, and I'll talk a bit about that once I get further into the review. So the supernatural drama focuses on Lightfield's farm across 3 different eras. You have 1944, 1975 and 2012, which is very similar to Marchlands that had 3 different decades as well. And we have 3 families in each one, and they all kind of intertwine together. Because in 1944 there was a tragic death which still has a lot of mystery around it, and there are still answers that need to be given, and the 3 time periods linked together as we try and unravel this and try and work out the answers so the right people find out the right information. So as a concept it's great, and again that is quite similar to Marchlands where there was something that needed to be told and then something that wasn't told. So it is very similar in that aspect. However, what doesn't work for me with this is the age of the mysterious death. I don't want to give away too much, but Marchlands, I think part of the brilliance of it was the fact that it was a little girl, and I think supernatural stories work better when it's the ghost of a child, because I think it's just more, well, it's more emotional for one thing, but it's also a lot more sinister and a lot kind of creepier in a lot of aspects, and this isn't the same with Lightfields. So for me personally, that immediately was one of the elements that didn't quite work for me. I think in saying that, it kind of means it's not as dark as it could be. I mean, as the episode progressed, this is obviously based on just the first episode because only one episode has aired. As the episode progressed, the elements of supernatural did increase. To start off with, the first half hour was just setting the scene. It wasn't that kind of mysterious or anything, but as it increased, it did get a bit more intense. So for that reason, I will be carrying on watching it and watching the other. Well, at least watching the next episode. I'll probably end up watching all 5 because it is good. You know, the transitions between 44, 75 and 2012 are really good. The way we slowly start to see how the characters are interlinked is very clever, and you are just 1 minute looking at one decade and 1 minute the next, and you're aware that it changes, but you're kind of not consciously aware that it changes because it's done so well. So you know, for that grounds it's really, really impressive. I think the issue, as I said with me, is the actual story itself. Regardless of that, it is very, very entertaining. The cast is great. Jill Halfpenny plays Martha in 1944, which is brilliant. Chris Marshall is in 2012. Sophie Thompson is in 2012. The actress who plays Vivien in 1975, I've never seen her in anything, but she is brilliant. She's probably one of my favourites, and certainly one of my favourite elements from this first episode. I believe her name is Lucy Cohu, but I very much could be pronouncing that surname wrong. I do apologise if I am. So if we take out the actual story of it, everything else is really good, and because everything else is good to such a dramatic level, that I can enjoy it. And I do think that because towards the end it was getting more intense, the future episodes will be a lot more heightened and a lot more supernatural and a lot more mysterious, which is what I was hoping from this. I think they just spent a little bit too long on a kind of more calm level, but perhaps that's just me. I like to be plunged in at the deep end with the elements of supernatural. But do watch it. Obviously, if you're a fan of Marchlands, you're going to have to watch this, or if you watched Crickley Hall, things like that, you will find it entertaining. It's not as good as Marchlands, unless the next 4 episodes are catastrophically phenomenal. It's not going to beat Marchlands for me, but as I said, Marchlands is the all-time drama for me. But let me know your thoughts on Lightfields, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!